Hi, I'm Mark Evans. I'm co-founder of Brand Garage. We're an open platform for connecting startups with brands, and we do that in a variety of ways. This weekend, what we're doing is Brand Camp with Sears. Sears has come out to work with the Silicon Valley community and startups to solve a big retail problem. In the process of doing that, what we've done is work with Sears to define what that problem is and then present it out to the community at large. And in doing so, we hack over a weekend to come up with solutions to problems that are out in the marketplace. And at the end of the weekend, what we do is we go ahead and have presentations like a typical hackathon, but instead of it being great idea created from something from nothing, what we're doing is actually having startups come out and devs come out, so you can do your typical create something through an idea around Sears challenge, or you can build on your existing platform or product on your startup. The net outcome of that is when you demo your idea, Sears is looking for something that they can actually put into market. So they're tying the winning startup to a test budget of $40,000, and then also a promise to get that product or service in market by holiday 2013. So in a nutshell, that is what we're doing with Brand Camp. On a larger scope, what we're doing is continually working with the community to figure out how do we create a frictionless way for startups and devs and the tech community to reach out and be part and parcel of what's happening across a variety of verticals with brands and make those connections so that they can actually have a quicker way to connect and have startups and brands work together. With that, I'd also like to introduce my other co-founder, Cheryl Cheng, who will talk a little bit more about Brand Connect and some of the other programs that we do.
Brand Connect?
Yeah.
So Brand Connect is a dinner series that we actually do in 3 cities, New York, San Francisco, and LA. We do them about 6 times a year. And the goal is really to do really light networking. So we try to introduce a topic. So it could be mobile commerce, it could be social engagement, it could be what's happening with retail reinvention. And we'll bring about 70 to 80 people together. Half of them are brands, half of them are startups. And the idea is that we'll bring a technology panel together for about half an hour, talk about a trend, and then we'll have a brand hot seat where the brand representative will have an opportunity to say, yes, we actually would do these things, or no, we wouldn't, and this is actually what we're looking at investing in the future. So with that as the context, we break it down and let people do discussion, engagement, just networking in general. So it's a really good way to kind of introduce them to the platform that's Brand Garage, and then give them an opportunity to engage with brands. So from there, they can build customers, they can find developers that they may want to work with, and then they can come to events like this one, which is more of a involved, concentrated event, which is Brand Camp. So in addition to Brand Connect, what other?
Well, there's Executive Day too, so I'm not sure if you want us to go into Executive Day, but Executive Day is also part and parcel of what we're doing with Brand Camp. So Brand Camp, what we learned from last year when we actually did an event with Home Depot and Kraft, we learned a lot of lessons on how that engagement process actually works between devs and startups and brands. And the net result of that event was the fact that we got a lot of great ideas, and the brands went home with those ideas, but they weren't quite sure how to activate those particular cool apps and ideas. And so what we quickly found out is that the structure of an enterprise, the decision-making process, is sometimes siloed. So you don't have all the right people making the decisions, or you have folks that aren't communicating in a way that will get an idea activated. So what we did is we created Executive Day. And Executive Day essentially grabs or brings together the decision makers within an enterprise in essentially one location, where we talk about the brand challenge and make sure all the decision makers are in agreement on what that challenge will look like. So when a event like Brand Camp takes place, when the winner's chosen, there's a path forward, there's a connection, there's a contract. In this case with Sears, there's as I was saying, a test budget, and then ultimately a time to get something in market, and that's holiday 2013. So that's Brand Camp, that's Brand Garage in a nutshell.